Greetings, it is Iain from RDO here. Welcome to Tuesday, a miserable Tuesday. It's been raining since I've been up since 7:15 and it's just done nothing but rain. Horrible day, but it is quite mild. So that's the state of affairs here in Northampton. So today we have got part 5 of the McAuley Schenker story. And we're going to concentrate today on the McAuley Schenker group. Now, the McAuley Schenker group is a multinational rock band based in Los Angeles featuring Robin McAuley, ex-Grand Prix and Far Corporation, and Michael Schenker. He was contracted to actually replace Gary Barden in M.S.G, but the strong partnership immediately formed between McAuley and Schenker, so they led to the change to the Michael Schenker McAuley group, retaining the same initials as the previous band. It was, as they say, it's sort of a super group because it consisted of other well-known people. They released 3 albums as the McAuley Schenker group. Now, this is particularly not my favourite period of Michael Schenker because it was more about the look than the music. I mean, look at their hair for a starters. It's hair lacquer, and Michael with long hair just like that was just not right. It was all about image and MTV. I've not got any of these albums now. I just don't like them as much as the others, and I just don't like plastic rock. But I've listened to them again, and I still don't particularly are fond of these. But I have done it. I've critiqued them, and I'm going to rank them. So, coming in at number 3, we have the debut album, which came out in 1987, and it's called Perfect Timing. Now, on here is Robin McAuley and Michael Schenker. Joining them on this one, we've got Mitch Perry on rhythm guitar, Rocky Newton on bass, Bordeaux Shutoff, who's played in M.S.G on the drums, and Steve Mann also, that plays keyboards and rhythm, that was in M.S.G. First track on this one is called Gimme Your Love. Big hit on MTV, of course. It is the best song on here. It has got some nice guitar bits from Michael, but it's not brilliant. Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, very commercial MTV fodder. It's more like, it's all about image and just plastic rock music. Up next is Don't Stop Me Now. I don't like this track, never have, never will. It just doesn't, it's not for me, as I call it, it's MTV fodder. Feed the Thousands. No Time for Losers. I like this track, second best track on the album. It's a good old fashioned rock track. Got some great Michael guitar on it. And I mean, Robin McAuley is not a bad singer. But, yeah. Follow the Night, straight off MTV. That horrible 80s production and sound, not for me. Get Out is proper Michael Schenker. It's just a real good rock track, and I do like that one. Love Is Not a Game, probably one of the worst songs that Michael Schenker ever put his guitar to. It's just so commercial, it does not sound like what I like. Horrible. Time is an MTV ballad. Get your lighters out and do all the hand waving. I Don't Want to Lose, still more this commercial rock. Rock Till You Go Crazy. This isn't bad. It's got a good solo on it, so there is that. As I've said, this is not my favourite part of Michael's career. This is just about commercialising and being for MTV. Looking good, not playing particularly brilliant. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 3 out of 10. Okay, coming in number 2 is the third and final album. It's called M.S.G. and it was released in Japan in 1991 and in Europe 1992. So joining Robin and Michael at this time is Jess Harms on keyboards, the one and only Jeff Pilson on bass, the late James Kotak on drums, Steve Mann is there doing keyboards on one of the tracks, and Rocky Newton's doing backing vocals. First song on here is called Eve. Now this is a little bit better than the previous albums. It's a real good song. It's got a good riff to it. I don't mind that one. Paradise again. It's okay. It's lost some of that MTV nonsense, but it's still creeping in the back door, as you say. When I'm Gone, another MTV ballad. The Broken Heart, very plastic, doesn't do anything for me. We Believe in Love, oh dear, it's hands waving, lighter type music. Give me a bucket at the same time music. Crazy, probably one of the best tracks on this album. It's not too bad. Invincible is another reasonable track. It's got some good riffs. What Happens to Me? More wishy-washy MTV fodder. Although it has got a very good solo by Michael. I'll give him that one. Lonely Nights. I don't mind Robin's vocal on that. One of the better tracks. The Night Is Gonna Last Forever. Here we go, another ballad. This album is just full of ballads. Not very good. Never Ending Nightmare. Again, very wishy-washy. It's got some nice acoustics in it, but it just doesn't sound well, and it sounds too much like Scorpions' Holiday for me. Okay, it's a little bit better than Perfect Timing, but it's still not a brilliant album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. But having listened to these 3 albums, I've decided this one's probably the best of the bunch. And it's the second album that was released in 1989, and it's called Save Yourself. So joining Michael and Robin on this one. Steve Mann doing guitars and keyboards, Rocky Newton on the bass and backing vocals, Baldo Schoft on drums, additional backing vocals from Emmy Canyon, Donna McDaniel, Dave Amto, Chris Post. So the first track on here is called Save Yourself, title track. It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of grit and it's a nice rocker. I like that. Bad Boys. Again, it's not a bad catchy little riff. Still got lots of MTV written all over it, but it's listenable. Anytime, no, MTV. Look, let's look good and just play some plastic rock and get played on MTV. Get Down to Business, not too bad. It's got a strong riff in it. I don't mind that one. Shadow of the Night. I think this is probably the best track by the McAuley Schenker group ever. It's got the best guitar solo that Michael did in his time in this incarnation of M.S.G. What We Need, a cheesy beginning, anthems. Yeah. I Am Your Radio. It's got a great riff from Michael. Really strong riff. Some great drumming. Really good. And then we have an instrumental that has got to be Another Way. I like Michael instrumentals, but not this one. It's just too commercial, plastic. Blech. This Is My Heart. It's okay. It's got a great bass line from Randy. That's about it. Destiny. It's just a standard rock track to appease the millions and the record companies. It's got a good solo though, and that's all I can say. And the last track, Take Me Back, mediocre. As I said, this is still not a brilliant album, but it's the best of the three. There's just not much between these albums, and they are not my favourite, as I said, in the Michaels catalogue. So I shall give this one an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, not my favourite, and I tried to be very positive about it, but as I said, it was all about image and not about music. Okay, next week we have got part 6, and it's an interesting part of Michael's career, his solo stuff, which is totally different from what he did in the rock bands, and it really is good. So that's next week. Okay, coming up today, of course, we have got a retro ranking, and we're going to do Blondie. I was shocked that I've not done much on Blondie. The only thing I've done is classic album on Parallel Lines. So I thought I'd pick my favourite Blondie songs today. So join me for that later. Bye for now.